me for my morning walk. Right. So today's Saturday, and I wanted to share off. It was actually a very successful week. Happy with the week. So Thursday we had our first. I did my first official book signing or launch. Right. I want to give special thanks to Nomad residents that we used their sales center to have this event. Uh, Thank you. We had a 47 people to attend. So that was very heartwarming. Thank you for people that went for showing up. There were a lot of realtors, colleagues of mine, friends, and that were there. So I'm very, very thankful that I was there. You guys showed up. So this is the first one. There's going to be another one coming up too. I'll keep you guys posted. But the Miami's Blueprint to Pre-Construction. That is the book that I wrote. It's on talks about pre-construction. Uh, I keep seeing that there's a big need for this information, so I'm glad I could be out there, right? So, I mean, the reality, guys, is as realtors, the most important thing is your reputation, right? And your reputation is built with each transaction that you make, and you adding value to those transactions, and you add value with your knowledge. You get paid to add value, you get paid to guide your clients through the process. And the pre-construction process is a lengthy process. It's different. I quickly realized that there was a big need because I mean, I myself had to go through a process to understand it because we hadn't had, pre-construction has always been around. But let me be clear, there's different ways of pre-construction. There's pre-construction for houses like the Nard. Those are things that you see in kind of homes that are on the suburbs, right? Those are have a different mechanics and different set skills. And there's also the pre-construction of what we call condominiums or towers, what's happening in Miami. Remember that when we talk about Miami, it's very important to mention that there's Miami-Dade County, which is all of Miami, it's pretty big, the Coral Gables, everything's in there. And then you have the city of Miami, right? Most of the condominiums are going up, right, between Brickell, Edgewater, Wynwood Design District, going up north to Dana, the beach. So they're pretty much on the populated side of the. So we're dealing with ours. And there's a process. I break the process in the book very simple. You can first of all, every building has a concept, right? It's built for a reason, and developers uh, decide what the need is. So it's very important that first you understand what the need is. So developers come up with this idea, they put them on paper, they create this, you know, uh, proposition to the market, which that becomes then what we call. We'll start on, and then once they decide to go with it, we'll start off with the reservation part of the stage one. This reservation is where you're allowed to reserve a unit. You basically they call that reservation. They call the friends and family price list, etc. But this is actually the first price list that hits the market kind of idea. It's probably the best one in the sense that is because it's still a budget. So that's probably when you coming in at the cheapest. I wouldn't say the cheapest, at the lowest price that's going to be available. So what do they do? The reservation phase is they're trying out the market. Once they get enough reservations, usually up to 30% in reservations, right? That's basically understanding to say, listen, there's a need for this product. People want to have this product. So then that will motivate them to move forward and go into the contract phase. So we have total of 5 phases: reservations, contract, groundbreaking, top off, and then delivery. Each stage of those will take as long as it has to take them to reach the milestone, right? So it's hard to predict. Uh, it's hard to predict, even though they give you timelines, but those timelines are just kind of predictions. But it depends how the market moves and what's happening with the market. So from reservation, and then we should only have 50% of the building sold. This is if it's finance. Also, every construction loan it's going to have different, different expectations stations or different milestones that need to be reached before, you know, it's the big start letting some of the money go out. So usually once 50% is sold, and then go to contract. And then once you go to contract, you're very now you, at this point you do have like 10 days or 15 days to go over the contract and decide if you want to move forward or not. Right. So it's important that we understand those phases. So the book internally it's going to walk you through all the different phases. It's my stories. It's like I said, it's not a textbook. It's a book guided to walk you through the process so you can understand, because knowledge is power. And once you have knowledge of what's going on, you're going to be able to add value to your client, walk your client through the process, because all buildings are going to run into problems. All of these developers, believe it or not, each project, they have a lot of challenges, challenges, because things are changing. You're building into the future, and markets needs change, so all the things kind of get taken into place. So the more you understand that, the better you'll be able to navigate this. So that's great. So I'm looking forward to still pushing uh, the book moving forward. So look, other thing is the YouTube channel, which is I kind of did the YouTube channel to actually coincide with the book. This is my way of giving back. I mean, I always, if you guys, if people that know me, they know that I'm always working with people, that I'm always trying to give back, that I'm always trying to share information. So I figured the milestone of the book was my best way to put everything that I have learned in the last couple. And I've been in business for over 30 years, but in the pre-construction part of it, it's been a journey in the last 3.5 years. And I decided to put things together so I could create a guide, a blueprint that will help you navigate through all these situations in a good, positive way, right? So, so, yep, in a good way to get you through to try to understand when I'm walking and I just walk into a bottle. Oh my god! But having said that, guys, feel free to reach out. I'm always accessible. Uh, Glad to have a conversation. Give me your thoughts. If you haven't done so, please join the YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. Give me a like, comments, what we like to know. And I'm always available. So have a great day.